Welcome, everyone. I am going to be doing a 12-part series that we're on day 2, and we're going to be talking about the tiger today. So, if you are someone who has had a pretty challenging 2020, you're not alone, obviously. This has been something the global pandemic and the economy and politics, no matter where you're in the world, it's just been a topsy-turvy world. And unfortunately, going into 2021, it's not like we can just flip the switch and go have it all disappear. We're still going to have some fallout going into this next cycle of the year of the metal ox. But what I like to do is look at the juxtaposition between 2020 and what available energies we have left, and then also look forward to 2021. So, good afternoon, good evening, hello, wherever you are joining from anywhere in the world. My name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business feng shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the Time Blazer business management system. So welcome to the channel. And if you are new, I really appreciate you tuning in today. You may want to hop on down below and subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment. So before we even get started, Willie, I'd love to know what is happening with the 2020 I'm going to even say debacle. What is happening in your life that it just seems like if this would all go away, everything would be better? So, what is it that's the most troubling thing that is happening with you? And then, before we go any further, I'd love for you to grab your astrology chart. Now, the reason why I want you to grab your astrology chart because we're going to be talking about the 12 animals. Now, I've already spoken about the ox. Today, we're going to be talking about the tiger. So if you missed the ox video, it's linked below where you can go ahead and grab that information. But the astrology chart is not only for you. I want you to really start thinking about a better communication style that you can do if you understand what's going on in other people's lives. So I would highly suggest you getting the charts for people that you're sheltering in place with. Your colleagues, friends, your clients, anyone that you come in contact, whether in person or remotely, as well as your frenemies, the people that are certainly giving you just such challenges this year. Again, when you understand what's happening in their life, you will understand how to communicate with them better. And that's really how we're going to get things back in balance, is some better communication. That's a first good start, right? Okay, you're going to receive a chart that looks something like this, and there's a lot of information on this chart. Please know over the course of the next year, we're going to cover all of that and how it's going to influence you. But for right now, what we're going to talk about is your natal chart. And what's in your natal chart, let me just talk a little bit about the different pillars. So the year of birth is about your networks. It is about your market expansion. It is also about the people that you know. It's not always what you do know, as you've heard probably many times, but it is also about who you know and who can help you get to that next level. So it is about your networking efforts. Who are you hanging around with, or who are you networking with that can actually elevate? We don't have any time to lose. So whatever groups that you've been following so far, if they're working for you, great. If you need to take it up a notch, go ahead, because we're in a very unique time in history because of the pandemic that we can network around the world. And this is very important for the animal I'm talking about today, and that's the tiger. So if you happen to have a tiger in your chart, oh my gosh, I want you to get online and start looking for really amazing networking groups for you to be in, because that's going to help with your business expansion. Okay, there's other things we'll talk about as well, but then for the month of birth, it is about your career, what you're best suited as, and your character. So there might be some shifts of how you were before this year came into play, and then what's happening now for you. Then the next thing I want you to think about is your day of birth. This is a really important pillar for you to understand because it is about you. The whole chart is about you, but this is really the true essence of who you are, the way that you behave, the way that you interact with people. So it is about your personal development and your partnership. So this is an important pillar to know. The your hour of birth is about your goals, your research and development, your investments, and how well you are using the money that does come into your bank account or your pocketbook before, from anywhere from inheritances that you may have had through the year, as well as your work that you've done, bonuses that you may have gotten, and some sort of winnings that you may have accumulated over the course of your life. So, what is the best strategy for you to help you use your money in the best way? That's what those pillars represent. I realize that not all of you have your hour of birth. Don't worry about it. You know your year, month, day. That's the minimum we're going to need to run this chart. All right, now let's look at this particular animal. I'm just going to move myself out of the way for just a second here. When I'm talking about why I'm doing this particular strategy of helping you with finishing up 2020 and looking at 2021, this is the exact picture I want you to understand. One, we have 1 star in 2020. So what is the last remaining information we can get about 2020 and then move on to 2021 where we have 3 stars. So let's look at the current situation. And like I said, if you have a tiger in your chart, and I'm going to go through all 12 animals, and you're going to have at least one of the 12. You may not, very few people are going to have all of the same animals. Typically it's 4 or potentially maybe 2 of the same animal. And again, you're going to be looking at other people's charts as well. Here's what I want you to understand is it located in your year, month, day, or hour of birth? Just rewind the video if you need to review what those mean, because it really does make a difference on how you will be using this energy. All right, in 2020, what you have the great opportunity to do is travel. Oops, we can't travel right now. There are people, of course, that are getting back into the airways and back into traveling and visiting clients. But for the most part, people are still required to shelter in place. So there's another way that you can use this very interesting travel energy, and that is to really beef up your website and start using this platform, your website platform, as your international marketplace. Let's face it, if you have a website, you do have an international business, but how well and easy is it for people to find you? So there might be some work that needs to be done there. Try to get it done before we hit the year of the metal ox, which starts on February the 3rd this year. So it comes in just a little bit earlier than it normally does. So let's transition now to look at what's happening in 2021 for the tigers. So really there's some really nice things that are happening. For example, one of the first things that you have are these people that are really willing to help you. So if you need some courage, this is going to help you along the way. So people may be giving you advice, and sometimes you might not like the advice that you're hearing. But if you have a tiger in your chart, depending on where it shows up, you may want to heed what they have to say. It may not be comfortable, but they're going to give you the courage to move forward. Now, you have what's called the true relationship energy. It's all about your charisma. So if you're looking to partner up this year, this 2021, you have a better chance of doing that. You have this magnetism that's going to really attract people to you. Now, you can use this either for getting back into the dating world. If you already are in a relationship, it could take it to the next level. Or if you've taken it to every level that you can, then what it can help do is really make your relationship just much more pleasurable in every way for 2021. Now, you can also use this for business, because if you have this magnetism, if you will, for the dating scene, it also works equally as well for sales. Let's face it, if you stand in front of a grumpy old salesperson or somebody that's bright and cheery and really knows and can really let you know about all of the great benefits that you can receive through a product, service, or a program, you're much more likely to buy from that person than someone who's just being kind of like not very nice. So that's where it can really help you. Now, the tiger also has a very wonderful connection, not only to the astrology this year, but this is beyond what we're going to talk about today. This will be in future videos, but or at my annual event. But the sun star, the sun energy is a very wonderful energy for dissolving obstacles. Who doesn't need to dissolve some obstacles right now and have some profitable opportunities come your way? So this is very good for bringing that about, as well as getting some very high level help, not just, a friend saying, hey, what can I do to help? This is really this high level help. So this means you're going to have to hang around with those kinds of people, right? So, or getting the inroads to those types of people. Again, look at your networking and what are you doing with that? But what I do want to let you know is there's also a very good and direct connection with the Feng Shui annual dial. Again, I'll be talking about this in future videos and at my annual event. But what I want to let you know that if you have a tiger, yay for you, because not only do you have good astrological signs for next year, you also have the Feng Shui of the space to help support and even like take that up like 10x it, because you connect with the space as well. That depends on what's happening in your space, and that again, we'll talk a little bit more in the at the annual event about those attributes. Okay, so what I can tell you right now is that we have a early bird special going on if you're watching this near the time of recording, and there's a link below for you to get the live stream tickets. It's January 16th and 17th, 2021. So we're going to do a little bit before Chinese New Year so you can get your space prepared and raring to go for 2021. And it's 11 to 5 Pacific Standard in California, so it may be a little bit odd for those of you who are in Europe or other parts of the world that my client base is located. So there will be a recording for you, but you want to come on live if at all possible, because then you can ask me questions that I can field for you right during the webinar. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to be talking about person, space, time, and universe. Again, what is that? That's going to be business astrology, business feng shui, flying star. We're going to talk about the universal gateway, which is the more spiritual side to really, tap into that universal intelligence. And of course, I'll be giving you some time blazer information as well. And then from there, what we are going to be looking, if there's another companion guide that I can help you with, is my upcoming book, Navigate Successfully in the 2021 Metal Ox. Again, it talks about all of those. So for those of you who want to really prepare ahead, you're going to want to get on that wait list, and you can go to www.2021metalox.com. Okay, there you go for today. I hope you got some value from listening to our recording about the tiger. Again, if you missed the ox, just go back. They're linked below. You can see that. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the rabbit. So I look forward to talking to you then. Have a very wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Share and comment, and have an amazing rest of the day. I really appreciate your following. Take care. Bye-bye.